Hello everyone, welcome to the kickoff of the new website called portableonlinebusiness.com. That's portableonlinebusiness.com. And I'm sure you're looking at this right now, or you may have found this on Google as you were looking for something else. But we just started this in the last couple of days, and we're really excited about this because we want to show you how you can have a home-based business that is portable and online, so that basically the only two things that you'll need to be successful in a business that is yours, that you're working from your home, from the comfort of your home, is a telephone and an internet connection on your computer. Now, if you already have those two things, you don't really need any more equipment, which is pretty nice when you consider that in a normal business, if you're going to start anything, whether it's a brick and mortar store or you're going to put in something in the home, you've got to have desks and computers and all kinds of other different equipment, maybe even shelves to hold your inventory. You don't have to have that kind of stuff with a portable online business. A portable online business allows you to live where you want to live, in the dream house or the dream location that you want to live in, and make money no matter where you are. If you're summering at the south of France, now you say, well, I could never do that. Well, if you have the right vehicle, you might be able to. But let's say you were living at the beach at the south of France for 3 weeks. You took a villa on the beach, and you and your family were there playing in the water and eating great food and drinking great wine. You do realize that if you had your cell phone and your laptop, for example, you could do business wherever you wanted to do it. You could do it from there, or you could do it anywhere else in the world that you chose to live. It doesn't matter. It's entirely up to you. What we sell, folks, is ultimate freedom. We want you to have the freedom to live the lifestyle that you want to live. And so that's the reason that we started portableonlinebusiness.com. And as you'll see, we're going to post articles that are about home-based businesses and the challenges of working for other people and how you overcome those challenges. Now, one of the other things that's really important with portableonlinebusiness.com is that we don't want you to come out of pocket to start some kind of a new business someplace and put a whole bunch of capital at risk. We have basically two areas of our business. One is energy and the other is communication. To get into the energy side of the business takes about $360 to get started, and that's all. To get into the communications side of the business takes nothing, zero, no money. If you switch your present cell service or your mobile service for your smartphone or your cell phone from whoever you've got it right now to our company, just the fact that you switched your phone makes you eligible to share this with other people. And what we do is something called social commerce. Now, you may not have heard of that term in the past, but I'm sure you've heard of the term social networking. All of us know what social networking is. That's when we talk to people on Facebook, when we do a Twitter, when we're looking at great images and making connections with people on Pinterest. If you're a business person and you're LinkedIn, you're talking to other businesses and trying to figure out ways that you can do business with those other businesses. Well, all of those things are social networking. But the only one that really makes out really well in social networking is the guy who owns Facebook, like Mark Zuckerberg, or Twitter, or Google with Google Plus, or LinkedIn, or Pinterest. Those folks make billions of dollars. But how much money did you make? Let me give you an example. Over the weekend, you'll probably go to a movie someplace or maybe a restaurant. And if you really enjoy that movie or not, or if you really enjoy the restaurant or not, what are the chances that you're going to say something about that to your friends? If you love the movie, you're going to tell them. If you don't love the movie, you're going to say, oh man, that movie sucked. Or if you went to a restaurant, for example, and you got a great meal, had a great experience at that restaurant, you're going to tell your friends and family and people, just people that you know. But if you got treated terribly and the food was horrible, you'll probably wave them off and tell them, hey, don't go to that place. Here's the experience that I had. And word of mouth advertising is the best form of advertising that there has ever been. It's also free. But here's the question. If you go to that movie theater, or if you go to a great restaurant and you have a terrific experience and you say something to your friends and your friends go to that restaurant or that movie theater and they spend money, does that movie theater or restaurant, do they send you a check for the referral? Well, I can't see you, but I know you're smiling and laughing because you've never received a check in the mail from the restaurant or the theater, and neither have I. So that part of the equation doesn't work for you as the guy who referred it. But happily, cheerfully, wonderfully, there is a portable online business that takes advantage of just that one thing, that word of mouth, that referring people, that talking to our friends, that building relationships, all the things that make us human and keep us connected with other people. You can actually make a living, you can make a very comfortable living doing just that. And as I talked about earlier, you can start this on a part-time basis. Most businesses are started on a full-time basis, and people go into debt and they buy a bunch of stuff and they borrow money from their family, and they start out with this big cloud over their head of debt. We don't want you to do that. First of all, if you've not been in business before and you want to start a business of your own because you seek that freedom, there's a learning curve. Think about your own job. Did you have a learning curve when you got to your job? The last time that I worked for somebody, I got there, and in the first 60 days I felt like I was lost all the time, and they didn't do a particularly good job of training. Maybe your employer does, but the point is, everybody goes through that. Everybody goes through that time early on in a new career or a new job where they just feel like they're lost. Well, if you're going to go off and be a business owner and you've never done that before, you got a learning curve, and sometimes it can be a steep learning curve, but that depends on the kind of business that you choose as your home-based business, as your portable online business. There's a learning curve, but it's certainly not as steep as many. And the cool thing about it is that we will teach you everything you need to know about what to do, and it's simple, folks. Let me tell you this: I can teach an 8-year-old to do my business. Not an 8th grader, not somebody who's 18 years old. I can teach an 8-year-old to do my business because it's so simple. 8-year-olds know how to Twitter. 8-year-olds know how to talk to people on Facebook. 8-year-olds know how to pick up the phone and talk to somebody on a phone. I can teach an 8-year-old to do our business because it's that simple. But with our business, because it's a networking business, if you're going to have really ultimate success in this business, it's because you've made something that's duplicatable. And let me talk to you just for a moment about duplicatability. Here are your choices. If you want to duplicate yourself and you have a home-based business, you can hire a bunch of employees, right? And those employees can do the various jobs and tasks that are necessary for your business. But what about but once again, you're not portable, are you? If you got a bunch of employees in one location, if you go up and go to the south of France for 3 weeks, they're not going to go with you unless you're paying them a lot of money, and I just can't even, I can't go there. But that's not the point. The point is that duplicatability is everybody in the organization has exactly the same kind of opportunity. So that when you find other people that are interested in having a home-based business, they're not building their business to benefit you. They're building their business for exactly the same reason that you're building a business, which is to benefit yourself. They're doing it to benefit them, not to benefit you. But because you brought them on board and gave them training, gave them the opportunity, you still get a chance to make an income based on their production. And you can do that all over the United States, all over North America, and then you can live where you want to live no matter where that is. Where is it that you want to live today? Are you living in your dream house? Are you driving the car of your dreams? Is your wife working her dream job? Do you have all the kids that you want? Maybe you got too many. You maybe got more kids than you want. But how are you going to take care of those kids and give them the dreams? Think about this. Think about the destiny of your family. If you make a bunch of money, if you make a great income, that's going to change the lives of your children. They'll be able to go to better schools. They may be able to go to college or go to an elite college, whereas if you don't make that kind of money, that's going to restrict the choices that they have as children. What about the places that you vacation? What about building the memories with your families? If you got to stay at home and have what they call staycations, where you stay at home and you paint the house, or you go to Six Flags over Georgia and you can't do anything else, or Six Flags over something. That's different than being able to travel the world with your kids and give them a global perspective on what life is about. So depending on how you do in your portable online business, or how you do in your job, or how you do in any kind of endeavor where you're making money, you either negatively or positively affect your destiny and the destiny of your kids. So stay with us as we go through this. I'm going to bring this to a close now. I don't want this thing to go on too long. All I wanted to do is let you know, portable online business is here. We're going to talk to you about how to have a portable online business. And here's my final thought, and I want you to think about this real seriously. Think about, if you're in the past, I've been paid on a 2-week basis. So you get paid every 2 weeks. A couple of times during the year, there would be a month where you'd get 3 pay periods. And so you really, in essence, got an extra check in that month. If you were used to getting paid every 2 weeks, you were basically used to getting paid twice a month. But like I said, a couple of times a year, there's a month where you get 3 paychecks. Ask yourself this. What would an extra paycheck mean to you? What does that paycheck mean to you when it happens in your normal situation now? That means you can pay off debt, or you can take the kids somewhere, you could go on a vacation that you didn't plan on. That's an extra check that you didn't really plan to get, but you still got. But what if that happened every month? Whatever your situation is, whether you're a minimum wage person or you make a lot of money at a job, what if you could earn one more check per month? Whatever that means to you, one more check per month, and then build on that. Folks, most people that I know their lives would change significantly with just one more paycheck that came in a month. And folks, that's what we do. We teach you exactly how to start out on a part-time basis, get trained, get successful, and start earning that one more check every month. So stay with us. We'll be back with you. You'll see more videos on here, and we'll keep talking about what it takes to have a portable online business. This is Russell Longcore, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.